Welcome to day 11 of series 12, Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches, and Makers with Heart. Our June challenge is Irresistibles, and I thought this would be the easiest way to show you the irresistible papers. So you can see here there's a checkerboard, stars, a floral one, some stripes, polka dots, and then this is a plaid. And then there's also letters that are irresistible with a stripe and a smaller polka dot. Because I didn't think, I have some of these, I've used them. I really like the irresistibles. I don't know if the lighting is letting you see these or not. But I thought I would start here, and I'm going to, I don't know if this is the one, it just happens to look like about the right size. I thought I would start with that, and then I have these two photos of, again, my grandniece, and I just love the little hat, and so I thought that I would highlight her little hat colors or use the hat colors to inspire my color choices. So of course the Dream Maker paper, which is a special right now, so it's only available till the end of June, had the perfect papers to go with her hat. So what I did is I'm pulling this pink that came with the papers, and I thought about doing this as a background behind them, because if you look at the sketch that I have here in the corner, you can see that she has each of the photos matted and then a big mat behind them. And so I wasn't sure if I want to do pink on pink. I also pulled some white here, but the white to me just kind of washed out Maggie May. So I think I'm going to stick with the pink and then have maybe a lighter pink background. So let me go frame those and we'll take it from there. After I got these matted, I was trying to look at the sketch and see what kind of how I was going to showcase the irresistibles, and I think because both of these photos, although they are fantastic, are 4x6, they're just taking up a little bit more of the space that the irresistibles would take. So I went back to my envelope of photos of my grandniece and found these, and I think this is going to just be perfect. You might have noticed that I also changed the matting around the photos to the Lagoon or Glacier. I think it's Lagoon paper that comes in the Dream Maker collection. And then this is leftovers from the mats that I put behind the original photos I thought I was going to use. And following Brandy Jo's sketch here, I just thought I would tear the edges. And again, instead of doing kind of some of the mixed media blotches that Brandy Jo has represented in her sketch, I'm going to let the Irresistibles kind of be the star of this layout, well, along with the photos. But everything for me should highlight the photos or point to the photos, and sometimes I do it really well and sometimes I struggle, and even when I'm following the rules of composition, it doesn't always work out, but I try my best. So just so that I know where I'm going or how much I need to fill in with ink on the Irresistibles, I kind of outlined those two corner pieces. I also end up outlining the photo mat here. I was trying some samples to see how dark I needed to do or what order I wanted to do my colors in, because I picked the ballerina and the flamingo as my two pinks, and then I have lemonade and also Glacier and Lagoon. All of these are colors that are represented in the Dream Maker paper pack, but I wasn't sure if they were going to be too light or too close together, and they kind of were. I had to work hard to make ballerina a light pink of its own shade, and then the flamingo darker pink again of its own shade, and I think I did a pretty good job here. You can kind of see that I'm finishing up. I didn't want to show you all of that process, but if you have a minute and you like this channel, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you look under the video description, you will see the playlist for the Makers with Heart, because we are starting out the week with layouts, or projects I should say, not layouts, highlighting the Irresistibles. But there will also be a second playlist for the 30 Days of Sketches, Christy's Beautiful Life. This is day 11, but you will see there will just be hundreds of scrapbook pages and layouts in the playlist for Christy's Beautiful Life. So you can check both those out under the description. Also, all the products that I'm using will also be under the description as well. I'm showing you here that I took the top of our T-square ruler and I'm using it to pick up the title that I'm going to use on my layout. And by doing it this way, the mat, or the sticker sheet I should say, has it perfectly laid out. And so by using this ruler, it makes it easy for placing and seeing kind of where I want to put it on my layout. And now I'm looking at the sticker sheet and deciding what's gonna work for doing the clusters, kind of that like Brandy Joe has. And so they had this big flower cluster, and if you know me, I've watched this channel at all, I love my flowers. I am trying to do what I would call a quick and easy layout, kind of using the stickers, minimum techniques, but getting pages in the album, because I sometimes feel like people get intimidated if there's too much going on, there's too many techniques, too much, oh, I couldn't do that, or I don't have time to do that, I have 16,000 photos. So this is hopefully going to inspire you. Get a paper pack with some sticker sheets, or print some embellishments, or cut some embellishments I should say, from the digital art, and just do it. I did sand the flamingo cardstock top and bottom. I just happened to catch my eye and I missed talking about it, but it was too stark with the Irresistibles and everything else going on. And I thought with the perfect as my main title, I didn't want the page to be perfect. I wanted that little distress look. So that's why you can see some of the marks there. And one of the words that's on the sticker sheet from this Dreammaker paper is smile. And I thought, oh, this is exactly it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it down so that it's not going over my niece's head. And then I'm going to put a little banner end on it to hopefully make it look more official and more like a title. So we have Perfect Smile is now our title. We have our two little vignettes of flowers, and I just felt like it needed something in the background more. So I grabbed our June stamp of the month, and that again is only available in June. You can get it free with qualifying purchase if you're a VIP. There's more information about that on my website. But I'm going to take the Lagoon ink, and using the foam that comes with the stamp set, I'm going to place it behind my layout. I know some people right now are probably, oh, this is scary to stamp on a layout that's almost done. I agree with you in theory. This particular case, I'm just looking for kind of some more grounding. That's why I chose Lagoon, to anchor that cluster of flowers, and also to kind of find some balance between that bright gold and the two ends of the photos, for again highlighting the photos and almost encapsulating it, if that makes any sense. So I don't know when we get to the end if you can see the big picture of the layout. It just kind of, those two Lagoon floral stamps behind the clusters, to me, just really kind of help anchor this whole unit. And I did use my scratch paper kind of as a mask so that I didn't go on the frame. And to me, this just, like I said, you can see the anchoring. Here in the bottom, I'm going to add some journaling lines, but again, to give your eye a bigger reason to come down to that journaling, I went ahead and used a different stamp from the June stamp of the month, and it just worked out that I could overlay the one flower on top of the other. And then I thought with my journaling, I wanted to kind of wrap it around that flowered image. So I'm just, again, roughly tearing a piece of my scrap paper to act as a mask, and then it kind of just incorporates itself right into those flowers. My last finishing touch on this is to go back and grab some enamel dots. I chose the dots because they emulate the Irresistible dot in the background of the center of the page. So it's kind of, again, just tying in that same element without bringing in something more to confuse your eyes. If I would have had some white hearts, I might have gone that route, but I think these enamel dots work perfectly. So be sure to come back tomorrow and check out what Katie is going to have for us for Irresistibles, and the playlist for Christy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches is also below. Have a great day. Blessings to everyone.